question, Diane. You say, if animals are colorblind, why on earth do we wear khaki clothing in the bush? Diane, there are a number of reasons for that. Foremost amongst them, of course, is because it's fashionable. Same reason that anybody wears any kind of clothing. Now, Brian, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. You've got your socks with you. I'm going to get on camera briefly. Brian is wearing a color that is very popular at lodges around here. Now, would you mind, Brian, walking just gently behind that peltiforum bush there, and I shall film you. I would do this, of course, but I am not wearing the same color as you. Now, I will be off comms, Luisi, so you'll have to get hold of me after this. Right, everybody. Brian will be relatively in focus, not very, of course, but relatively. Right. Now, this is important. Highly important experiment we're doing here. And I will walk the same way. Right. Brian?
All right.
Right. Off you go then. Right. There he goes. Now, there is Brian. Just, you keep going. Yes. Very good. Now, what can you notice there? That's perfect. What do you notice, everyone? You notice the color of his shirt. Right, come back, Brian. Thank you very much. Here he comes. Look at his marvelous athlete. I mean, the man is like watching a Greek god run. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. What you will notice, I think, I won't talk to you now, you won't hear me.
Hang on, can't hear you, hang on.
You don't have to, I'll talk when I get back.
No, stop there, we can hear you now.
Okay, what you will notice is that I am more difficult to see than Brian was.
Bennett.
Now, this wonderful question about the colours. I need to just plug Luisi back in, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Okay, Luisi, I'm back. So, as you saw, Brian's colour was much easier to see, I think, than this one. Okay? And that's because Brian's a very common khaki colour worn out here. Khaki is not actually the best colour to wear out here. The best colour to wear out here would be grey. Like an elephant is almost invisible in the bush, and it really doesn't actually make a huge difference what you wear as long as your clothes don't reflect light. Brian's colour does reflect light, but if you were to wear blue, a dull blue, it wouldn't reflect light. In fact, pale blue is a very good colour to wear out here. If you were to wear kind of a chestnut brown colour like an Impala, also if it didn't reflect light, that would be fine. You could wear a kind of a dull yellowish mustard colour if you wanted to. You could definitely wear green if you wanted to. But if you were to wear something that reflected a lot of light, then animals would be able to see it more. I still don't believe, however, that animals will react that adversely. If you go on a walk, however, and you're going to approach big game on foot, it's best to have a neutral colour that doesn't reflect light. So the fact that everybody is wearing khaki when they're on safari, you see these, I mean, I used to really have to bite my tongue when people used to arrive at the lodge, the entire families dressed in matching khaki clothing. But I mean, they stuck out like sore thumbs because it was made of that kind of, that sort of semi-waterproof, sweaty material that you know, allows you breathable material. But I mean, it shines like a beacon if you stand in the sun. And so this whole thing about khaki clothing is largely just for the fashion industry, to be honest. So I hope that answers the question, especially with our little experiment. Well done, Brian. Good job. Good job.